ఇచ్చే రిజల్ట్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో దట్ రిజల్ట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ సి వేరియబుల్, రైట్? ఆ రిజల్ట్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో అది సి వేరియబుల్లో స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు print that C value, we are using this percentile D there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that is nothing but the format specifier. So different types of format specifiers unnayani cheppanu kada.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Format specifiers, different type of format specifiers ఏమేమి ఉన్నాయంటే percentile D ఉందని చెప్పాను. ఇంకేం చెప్పాను? Percentile
C.
Yes, percentile D, percentile C. One more. Percentile S, right? Percentile S. Okay, this is about a format specifier. ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఒక ఐడియా అనేది వచ్చింది కదా, ఈ percentile D, percentile C, percentile S అంటే format specifiers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now I'm going to share the screen. Today we are going to see about loops in C language. Okay. Yeah. See here. So today's topic is what? Loops. మా మ్యూట్ చేయాలి. నేను ఊరుకుని చెప్పాను మ్యూట్, వేరే వాళ్ళు ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో మ్యూట్ చేయండి ప్లీజ్, డిస్టర్బెన్స్ అవుతుంది. ఆన్సర్స్ చేసేవాళ్ళు దే క్యాన్ అన్మ్యూట్ దెమ్సెల్వ్స్ ఆఫ్టర్ ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ ద క్వశ్చన్. ఓకే, మిగతా వాళ్ళందరూ మ్యూట్లో చేయండి ప్లీజ్. యా, టుడేస్ టాపిక్ ఈజ్ looping statements in C. Okay, so what do you mean by this looping actually? Right, see here, the looping can be defined as repeating the same process multiple times until a specific condition satisfies. So looping ante entidi, oka specific condition ni manam em chestunnam ante repeated ga dani process chestunnam annattu. Okay, that is nothing but the looping statement. Clear? Student, the looping can be defined as repeating the same process multiple times until a specific condition satisfies. Okay, it depends upon some condition. Until unless it is satisfied, the same condition is going to be repeated. Okay, one more thing. The main thing about the C loops is the advantage of loops. We need to know about the advantages of loops. So what is the main advantage of loops in C is, first one is code reusability. Okay, what is that first one? Code reusability. What do you mean by this code reusability? So whatever the coding we are writing on your program, that can be used again and again. If you write once that code, you can use the same code without any modifications or with slight modifications. You can use that code in your program. Okay, next one is using loops. We do not need to write the same code again and again, what I have just told you. Okay, oka code rastunnamo, for example addition of two numbers ane daniki manam oka separate code raskunnamo. ఆ కోడ్ రాసుకొని ఆ ఫంక్షన్ లో రాస్తున్నామంట కోడ్ అంతా. ఓకే, ఒక ఫంక్షన్ తీసుకుంటున్నాము అడిషన్ అనే ఫంక్షన్, దాంట్లో మనం కోడ్ అంతా రాస్తున్నాం. వీఆర్ రైటింగ్ ద అడిషన్ code in that function. That function name is add. That is nothing but user defined function. Okay, that function is nothing but user defined function. Why it is called as user defined function? Because the programmer or the end user, he is going to create that function. We have how many types of functions? User defined functions, and already I told you built-in functions. Okay, built-in functions or built-in libraries. Built-in function ko example cheppagaltara evarana? Built-in function. Okay,
math.x.
That is header file. I want the function name. I want the function name which we are regularly using those functions in our program. Ninna kuda mana programs lo use chesam aa functions rendu, printf function and scanf function. Yes, abhi enti ఇన్బిల్ట్ ఫంక్షన్స్ అవి దేంట్లో ఉంటాయంటే హెడర్ ఫైల్స్ లో ఉంటాయి అవి. ఏ హెడర్ ఫైల్? stdio.h అనే హెడర్ ఫైల్లో దీస్ 2 functions will be available. Okay, is it clear?
Sir, can you say it once again?
We have 2 types of functions now. First one is user defined function and other one is built-in functions, right?
Yes, sir.
Built-in functions means we are not going to develop any new code for those functions. Already we have inbuilt. Okay, that is given by the software only. For example, printf function. Printf function is not developed by the end user. It is not developed by us, right? We are directly using that function by using the header file stdio.h, right?
Sure.
So functions means you can use, you can create your own function also. That is nothing but user defined functions. Clear? Is that clear? The end user or the programmer, he can create functions on his own. Then that function is called as the user defined function. Example I've given, that is nothing but creating a function to add 2 numbers. Is that clear? Creating a function to add 2 numbers. You can give any name for that function also. Okay, right. So advantages of C loops means code reusability. We do not need to write the code again and again. Okay, the same code you can use multiple times in your program. Okay, and the last one is we can traverse over the elements of data structures. That is nothing but arrays or a linked list. These are the arrays and a linked list are nothing but data structures. We can use your functions, these functions, okay, to traverse through the elements that are present in an array or linked list. Okay, right. So this is about a little bit introduction towards looping statements in C. So what is the main advantage of looping statements in C? It's nothing but code reusability. Okay, we can use the same function so many times in our program. We can call any number of times in our program whenever you need that function. Okay, so types of C loops. How many types C here? Is it clear for you, the screen?
Yes, sir.
Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Types.
sir.
Yeah. Next is types of loops. Okay. Types of C loops. There are 3 types. Okay. How many types are there? There are 3 types.
3 types.
Yes. First one is a do while. Second one is while. And the last one is a for loop.
For.
Okay. How many types of C loops are there? Total,
3.
there are 3
Right.
types.
3.
Yes. First one is do while. Second one is while. And the third one is a for loop.
4.
Let's see the first one. What that is nothing but the do while loop in C. What is that one? Do while loop in C.
C.
So actually, right. What is the functionality of this do while loop? Let's see. The do while loop is a post-tested loop. The do while loop is mainly used in the case where we need to execute the loop at once. If you want to execute a loop at once, then we are going for the do while. Only once you are using that do while. The do while loop is mostly used in menu driven programs. What do you mean by menu driven programs? Any idea about menu driven programs?
No, sir.
Like we are getting options. For example, for if you press 1 on your keyboard, it will do one functionality. If you press 2 on your keyboard, it will do another functionality. If you press 3, it will do another functionality. For example, I am giving 1 for addition, 2 for multiplication, 3 for subtraction. This is nothing but menu driven. You have the choice. Okay, you can go with any option. For example, if you want to go with the multiplication, you can press the key 2 on your keyboard so that the code can be executed. Right? For this type of programming, we are going to use a do while loop. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It is, see here, this do while loop is mainly used in the case where we need to execute the loop at least once. Okay, at least once. See here, the syntax is the do while loop. Inkokati ఏంటంటే syntax అనేది programming language లో it is very, very important. ఓకే, సింటాక్స్ అనేది ఖచ్చితంగా మీకు ఐడియా ఉండాలి. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ ద సింటాక్స్. ఫస్ట్ ఏమని ఉంటుంది, డూ అనే వర్డ్ అని ఉంటుంది. దాని తర్వాత దీన్ని ఏమంటాం, ఈ బ్రేసెస్ ఏమంటాం, ఓపెనింగ్ కర్లీ బ్రేస్ అండ్ క్లోజింగ్ కర్లీ బ్రేస్. ఓకే, దాని తర్వాత వీఆర్ గివింగ్ ద కీవర్డ్ దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ వైల్ ఇన్ ది parenthesis, ఇట్లా ఓపెన్ బ్రేస్ ఉండి parenthesis and this is the closing parenthesis. Here we have the condition. This whole is nothing but the syntax of do while loop. ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ కోడ్ టు బి ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ అని చెప్పి నేను 2 ఫార్వర్డ్ స్లాషెస్ అని చెప్పించాను కదా, దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద కోడ్. మీరు ఏదైతే కోడ్ మీరు ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారో డూ వైల్ లో, ఆ కోడ్ అంతా విత్ ఇన్ ది బ్రేసెస్ లో మీరు రాస్తున్నారు. ఓకే, దట్ కోడ్ ఈస్ టు బి ప్లేస్డ్ విత్ ఇన్ ద braces. This is the opening brace and this is the closing brace. Okay, right. See here, let's see the program and do while loop. Simple program of C language do while, where we are printing the table of 1 table ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది, నార్మల్ గా 1 into 1 1 1 2 2. సో నార్మల్ రిజల్ట్ ఏమొస్తుంది మనకి, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 up to 10 we are getting the result, right? నార్మల్ గా దాని యొక్క అవుట్పుట్ చూసుకుంటే ఎలా ఉంటుంది, ఫస్ట్ 1, తర్వాత 2, తర్వాత 3, తర్వాత 4 and so on up to 10 we are getting the result. See, like this you are going to get the result 1 2 3 4. I am not printing the whole thing, 1 into 1 is equals to 1, 1 into 2 is equals to 2, not that like that. I am just printing the result values only. Okay, this is my task. So we are doing this in do while. So what is the use of this section, hash include stdio.h and hash include conio.h? Why we are using these 2 header files in every program? Why? I already told you. Any answers? చెప్పాలమ్మా, ఇప్పటికి ఆల్రెడీ మనం అన్ని ఎవ్రీ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కి నేను చెప్తున్నాను.
స్టాండర్డ్ ఇన్పుట్ అవుట్పుట్ సార్.
Okay, okay, that is okay. But why we are using this 2 in every program? Because we are
Link
using,
in the program.
To use of
programs.
built-in functions.
yes, linking those header files to our
Linking
program.
the programs.
Yes, linking these header files stdio.h conio.h to our program so that we can use the built-in functions. For example, printf is there. Okay, getch is there. These are the built-in functions that resides in a one is for stdio.h and the getch is in conio.h. This is the linking process. Okay, see the program. This is nothing but the main. So every C program execution starts from what? Every C program executes from main. Okay, you need to answer. No, not void main. That is a void is nothing but the return type of the main function. Okay, every that is a return type. You need to tell if your teacher asks you where the main function where the program execution starts, means the C program execution always starts from the main function. That is the answer you need to tell. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah, so this is the main function. So opening brace and closing brace. Okay, these are called the statements. These are called the statements in the main function. చూడండి ఒక్కసారి మెయిన్ ఫంక్షన్ జాగ్రత్తగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. మెయిన్ ఫంక్షన్ రాసిన తర్వాత మనం ఒక ఓపెనింగ్ ఫ్లవర్ బ్రేస్ ఇస్తున్నాము అండ్ లాస్ట్ ఇస్ ద క్లోజింగ్ ఫ్లవర్ బ్రేస్. దీంట్లో ఉండే స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో దీస్ ఆర్ ఆల్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద statements. These are all the statements that are included in the main function. So these statements again we are using the do while function. We are using one function inside the main function. Okay, this is the do while, no? This is the do while statement, no? Yeah, do while statement, right? So here I am taking an integer variable that is nothing but I. Here I is equals to 1. I am giving the value as 1. So what is the use of this CLR SCR function? What is the use? What is the use of?
Clear the screen.
Yes,
Clear
to clear
the screen.
clear the previous output.
Previous screen.
When we run this program, we should not get the previous output, no? So for that purpose, we are using that CLR SCR function. Okay, always the CLR SCR function should be declared after the declaration part of variables, declaration or initialization of variables. ఓకే, ఇది ఏంటి డిక్లరేషన్ కదా, డిక్లరేషన్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఇనిషియలైజేషన్ ఆఫ్ వేరియబుల్ ఐ. ఐ అనే వేరియబుల్ ఇక్కడ మనం డిక్లేర్ చేసుకున్నాము, అట్ ఏ టైం దాన్ని మనం ఇనిషియలైజ్ కూడా చేసాము. అందుకే ఇంట్ ఐ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 1. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు ఇంట్ ఐ అని ఇచ్చాను అనుకోండి, ఇంట్ ఐ తర్వాత సెమికోలన్ ఇచ్చాను. వాట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్? ఇంట్ స్పేస్ ఐ తర్వాత సెమికోలన్ పెట్టాను కదా, దీని యొక్క అర్థం ఏంటిది ఇక్కడ యాక్చువల్లీ?
ఐ అనేది ఇంటీజర్ టైప్ అని.
యా, ఐ అనేది ఒక వేరియబుల్. నేను చెప్పాను కదా వేరియబుల్, అవి ఈ టర్మ్స్ అనేది యూ షుడ్ నాట్ మిస్. ఐ ఈజ్ ఏ వేరియబుల్ అండ్ వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ దట్ వేరియబుల్ ఇన్ అవర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. సో దట్స్ వై ఐ హ్యావ్ డిక్లేర్డ్ దట్ వేరియబుల్ ఐ ఇన్ అవర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇంట్ ఐ ఉంది కదా, దీన్ని ఏమంటామంటే డిక్లరేషన్ ఆఫ్ వేరియబుల్. ఓకే, వేరియబుల్ ఐ. This is nothing but the declaration of variable I. Okay, for example, నేను ఇంట్ ఐ తర్వాత ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 1 ఇచ్చాను అనుకోండి, ఈక్వల్స్ టు 1. ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఏమవుతుంది? డిక్లరేషన్ యా, ఐ వాల్యూ ప్రెసెంట్ ఆల్వేస్ 1 అని కాదు, ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి చేంజ్డ్ అపాన్ ద కోడ్. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ మీన్స్ అట్ ద స్టార్టింగ్ పాయింట్ ఐ వాల్యూ విల్ బి ద 1. ఓకే, and this is nothing but initialization, declaration and initialization.
Okay, suppose whatever the value will be given by I, that means that is only the declaration and initialization.
If you are using equals to and some number, that is nothing but at a time we are declaring the variable I and also we are initializing that variable. Okay, if you want to give equals to 1, that is only declaration part. Okay, if you give int I is equals to 1, it means it is declared as well as it is initialized by some value. Okay, right. See here, first of all I is equals to 1, then clear screen, then the your code will starts from here. Do ఒకసారి ఇక్కడ చూడండి స్టేట్మెంట్స్. printf percentile d \n, I means what is the meaning of this statement? Anybody please? Anyone? printf percentile d \n. I didn't explain, you know. \n means if you want to yes, new line. \n means nothing but if you want to print one by one the values on the screen, so you need to go for the new line. In order to get that new line, you are going to use this \n. Okay, so here what we are printing actually, printf percentage d of I means we are printing the I value. So what is the I value at the starting stage? It is 1. So first 1 will be printed. 1 print ayinda kada output lo chudandi, first 1 is printed. And what is the next statement? It is going for incrementation. This is I plus plus means nothing but incrementing the value of I. Incrementing the value of I by 1 value. Okay, I plus plus means incrementing the I value by 1 value. First is 1 is printed. After that one, I value is incremented. What is that I value right now? 1 is printed, and after that 1, 2. Yeah, it is incremented by 1. So I value is 2. Right. Again, it is coming to the do. Here again, it is asking for print the statement. So for the second time is printing the value 2. And after that one, again, the control will come to I plus plus. Now the I value is what?
3.
3. Now
Three.
yeah, I value is 3. Again, it is going where? Again, it is going where? See, here, after incrementation, okay, after incrementation, it is going to check the values, whether I is less than or equals to 10. Okay, after incrementing value, it is going to check. Okay, printing that value, and it is checking the I value, whether it is less than or equals to 10. 3 is less than or equals to 10. No, again, it will go to the loop and prints the value. Okay, printing the value, and again, incrementing the value by 1. Okay, again, it is checking the value. Now the value is 4. Okay, 4 is not less than. Okay, yes, 4 is less than or equals to 10. Again, it is going and printing the value. Again, the value will be incremented by 1. That is nothing but 5. Again, it is going to check whether 5 is less than or equals to 2. Yes, it is true. Mute. Again, it is checking that value 5 is less than or equals to 10. Yes. Again, it is printing that value 5. Again, it is incrementing to one value, that is nothing but 6. Again, checking the value 6 is less than or equals to 10, and that is okay, means that is true. Again, it is going to the print statement, printing the 6. Up to where it will go? Up to 10. Up to 10 it will go. 10 is here. 10 is less than. Hello.
Could you explain me, please, that what the value, what is that work of percentile D?
Percentile D. Percentile D is going to print the value that is present in I. Okay. If you give without percentile D, we are not going to see the value that is present in I. Okay. For that purpose, we are using this percentile D. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, it is going to check, for example, I is less than or equals to 10. Yes, it is equals to 10. So it will print a 10 value. Again, it is going to increment. Now I value will become 11. And again, it will check the value while I is less than or equals to 10. But what is the condition here? It is a false condition. 11 is not equal less than or equals to 10. So it won't come to the, again, to the this do while loop. It won't come here. It comes out of the do while loop. Okay, then lastly, it go to the get ch. Like this, we are going to get the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is about a do while. Is that clear? See, now I'm going to execute this code. See here. Yeah, this is the code, no? Do while loop code. Now I'm going to compile. So for every C program, what are the steps you need to follow? After writing the source code, you need to save that file with the extension .c. Okay. This is nothing but writing the source code and saving the source code. What is the next step? In the second step, we are compiling the program. Why we should compile the program? In order to check if any errors are there in our program, we need to compile that. It means checking for errors. Okay, and after that, running the program. If no errors are there, you need to run that program. Total 3 steps are there for every C program. Not only that C program, for Java also, we are having the same thing. Okay, so source code is written. Yes, mute. Source code is written. And after that, I have saved this file with the do while.c. File name is do while with extension .c. And what is the second step? We need to compile the file. For compilation, we are going to use the keys Alt plus F9. So for compiling the C program, we are going to use the key that is Alt plus F9. So no errors and no warnings. So everything looks good. Click on enter. Now you need to run the program. So in order to run the program, the shortcut key is what? Control plus F9. So this is the output we are going to get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. For example, I'm going to change this code a little bit. In the printf statement, I'm not giving this percentile D. Okay, I'm not giving this a percentile D. Any errors are going to be shown. See, it is not showing any, yes, no warnings and no errors. Okay, that is okay. Right, now control F9. Are you getting any output?
No, sir.
Are
It
you
is
able
blank.
Yeah. Are you able to see the values?
No.
No, you are not able to see the values. In order to see those values, so what we are going to use?
So we have to add the percentile D.
Yes, percentile D. So this
Yes,
is
sir.
the main use of this percentile D. That is nothing but format specifier. Okay. In order to print the values that are present in I, in order to print the values that are, hello, please stop, mute yourself.
Sir, while condition మనం చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా?
While condition, it depends upon your code. Yes. For example, I want to change this condition up to 100. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I have changed this. Please mute. Who is that person? Please mute yourselves. Yeah, it is less than or equals to 100. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What is that? Do while statement missing? Okay. I think you need to give this a semicolon here. So no warnings and no errors. Control F9. So what is the result? It is showing from 1 to 100. See again, control
Okay,
F9. So this is the while loop. Depends upon the condition, what you want. If you want 1000, you can go for 1000. Okay. Like
sir.
this, you can change.
సో ఫార్మాట్ స్పెసిఫైర్స్ లో ఇంటికే కదా పర్సెంటేజ్.
Yeah, percentile D అనేది only for integer values. Percentile C is for only characters, single characters. Yes, single characters. And percentile S is for strings, group of characters. Okay, remember this.
Percentile F.
Percentile S.
F.
Percentile F is for floating values. Decimal values ఉంటాయి కదా, 10.5, 11.5 ఇలా ఫ్లోటింగ్ వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి కదా, వాటికి పర్సెంటైల్ ఎఫ్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తాం. ఓకే. Yeah, this is about a do while loop. Next one is the while loop. So how many loops, looping statements are there? 3. First one is do while, second one is while, and the third one is for loop. Right. So what is the use of this while loop? We can call this also as pre-tested loop. While loop is also known as a pre-tested loop. It is mostly used in the case where the number of iterations is not known in advance. See here, while loop ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ అవుతుంది? ఎప్పుడైతే నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఇటరేషన్స్ అనేవి మనకు తెలియకుండా ఉంటుందో అప్పుడు మనము ఈ వైల్ లూప్ అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఓకే. సో వైల్ లూప్ allows a part of the code to be executed multiple times depending upon a given boolean condition. Boolean condition అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? either it is a true or false. True or false. Okay, this is about a while loop. See the syntax. So syntax ఎలా ఉంటుంది? You are writing the while, then within the parenthesis we are writing the condition, opening flower brace. Okay, then the code to be executed within those braces. Okay, see the program, simple program of while loop. Okay, same printing the table of 1 values print చేయడానికి సేమ్ ఇందాక చేసిందే మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నామంటే వైల్ లూప్ యూజ్ తో చేస్తున్నాం. సో ఓకేనా, ఇందాక డూ వైల్ అని చేసాము, ఇప్పుడేమో సేమ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ని వైల్ లూప్ లో మనం చేస్తున్నాము. ఓకే, see here again, same we are using the header files. Sorry, first one is not conio.h, it is hash include, what is this, stdio.h. okay, stdio.h is right. Next one is the main function. Again I am taking the I value is equals to 1, and now the condition starts. What is this condition? While condition. While I is less than or is equals to 10. Okay, while I is less than or equals to 10, then I am printing the values. I am printing the value. After printing the value, what I am doing? I am incrementing that I value by 1. Okay. Okay, printf. Yeah, so I am printing the I value, then I am incrementing that I value. So this is the output you are going to get. Same output of 1 to 10. This is nothing but the while. We don't have any do or any other keywords here. Okay, see here, once I is equals to 1, it is going to check the condition while I is less than or equals to 10. I అనేది less than or equals to 10 అంటున్నాం కదా, I value ఏముంది ఇక్కడ? ఫస్ట్ 1 ఉంది. 1 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, that is true. So print the I value. ఫస్ట్ 1 అనేది ప్రింట్ అయిపోయింది. తర్వాత ఏమైంది? ఇంక్రిమెంట్ అయింది. So I plus plus, what the value of I is now? It is 2. Again, it is going to check the condition. 2 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, it is true. That is nothing but Boolean. True or false? No, Boolean. Now again print the value 2. So it is printed. After that one, I is incremented by 1 value. Now the value is 3. Again, it is going to check the condition whether 3 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, that is true. So it is printing the value 3. Again, it is incremented. So like this, it will go up to the value 10. So after printing 10, it is again going to be incremented. No, after printing the 10 value, one statement is missing there. So the control must go to this increment statement also. It should increment. Now it is going to check. Now the value will become 11. It is going to check whether 11 is less than or equals to 10. But that is false. So automatically it won't print the value. Automatically it won't print the value 11. It comes out of the while loop. Then we are going to get the output like this. Same output 1, 2, 3 up to 10. So that is do while and this is a while. So let's see in the program. Mute. While dot C. So this is the code, right? This is the code while program. Very simple. Okay. So no warnings and no errors. Okay. Now control F9 and it is showing the result 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. Okay. This is the while loop. Okay. The syntaxes you need to go through the syntax. Okay. Programming kante mundu meer code rase mundu kante syntax anedi chala important. Syntax is the most important. If you miss the syntax, you're not going to get that code. If you develop a good code also, you're not going to execute that program. You will get errors. So syntax is main in every programming language. Remember this point. Okay. So this is about a while loop.
Sir,
yeah.
What the difference we are finding in do while and while loop?
See,
you
here
said that in the while loop, there is no limitation. But here we are finding that limitation up to 10.
This is, see, do while is mostly used for menu-driven programs. Here, giving, for example, see here, menu-driven programs means what? I already told you. Any one condition, okay, upon end user. It depends upon the conditions upon the that is given by the end user. Almost the implementation will be the same thing only. Okay. There will be small difference between this do while and while. This is only for menu-driven programs. For menu-driven programs, what you will do? Already I've told you. For example, I want to choose 1 for addition, 2 for multiplication, and 3 for subtraction. This is nothing but menu-driven program. No, you are choosing any one point. I want to add, so I'm going with a do while, like that.
Okay.
This is do while, and the last one is for loop. Yeah, for loop. So what is the main use of this for loop? So if you want to print a message repeatedly, okay, depending upon the condition, then you will go for a for loop several times. The program will execute it for several times depending upon the condition. See here, the for loop in C language is used to iterate the statements or a part of the program several times. So that several times means it depends upon the end user. Okay, it depends upon the end user's choice. It is frequently used to traverse the data structures like array and a linked list. Okay, it is mainly used while we are doing any operations on the array or linked list. Okay. So array we are going to discuss in the next classes. Okay. There is nothing but a sequential order. Array means it consists of indexes. In that indexes, we will have the values. For every data, you will have one index. Every data is stored in a prescribed index. For example, you want 10 values. So the index will start from 0 to 9. In those 0 to 9 indexes, every value, each and every value is saved separately. For 0th index, it stores one data. For first index, it stores another data. But the data should be same. If you want to, for example, I'm giving the example as if you, only same data you should use in arrays. Okay. For example, in the first index, you are going with the integer, and the second one you're going with float, and the third one you're going with the character, it is not applicable in arrays. So in an array, you are going to store the same type of data, either integer or float or character, right? For this, for implementing arrays, you are going to use this for loop. Okay, this is the syntax. See, so first is for opening brace and closing brace. We have the expression 1, expression 2, and expression 3. This one, first one is nothing but what? And second one, any idea about these for loop? Expression 1, expression 2, and expression 3. So expression 1 is nothing but the initialization part. Second one is checking the condition. Okay, depends on the condition. And the third one is nothing but incrementation. Sorry, it is nothing but the incrementation or decrementation. Okay, right. You can see this part. See here. This is nothing but in the for loop. This is the initialization. I is equals to 1, and it's checking for condition whether I is less than or equals to 10, and then incrementation part I plus plus. Okay, here we can have incrementation or decrementation, I plus plus or I minus minus you can use. Okay, this is the syntax for loop. Okay, let's see the program. So what is the program? For loop that prints the table of same again 1, or else we can same output 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. See here. So first of all, I value will be here 0. Okay, int I is equals to 0, or else you can omit this statement also. No, not like that. First of all, you need to declare the I value, or you can declare the I variable in your program. Then CLRSR function, then coming to the for loop. This is the for loop. Okay, so already చెప్పాను కదా, first expression ఏముంటుంది, that is nothing but the initialization expression is the condition checking. Condition check చేయడానికి expression 2 అనేది condition checking ఇది, and the third one is incrementation or decrementation part. So for loop is totally divided into 3 parts. Okay na, ఇక్కడ చూడండి, expression 1, expression 2, and expression 3. So expression 1 లో ఏముంటుంది, we have the expression 1, we have the initialization part. Yeah, in expression 2, what we have, that is nothing but condition, checking the condition part. So expression 2 is a condition part. And what is the expression 3? That is nothing but incrementation or decrementation part. Yeah, see here, for I is equals to 1. So now the I value is 1. It is checking whether I is less than or equals to 10. Yes, I is less than or equals to 10. That is true. So it is first printing the I value. That is nothing but 1. Oh, ikkada miss అయిపోయింది. Actually ikkada 1 ఉంటుంది. Okay, 1. Right. After that, on printing the I value, it will go for this incrementation I plus plus. What is the I value now? 2. 2 is less than or equals to 10. The condition is true. Again, it is printing the statement. Again, it will come to I plus plus. It is 3. Okay, 3 is less than or equals to 10. It is going to check. Okay, printing the value. Again, it is incremented by 1 value. Like this, it will go up to what value? 10. 10 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, that is true. 10 is less than or equals to 10. That is true. So it is printing the 10 value. And after that words, I plus plus means I value will become 11. 11 is less than or equals to 10. That is not a true condition. So automatically it won't go and print the statements. It won't go for the for loop statements to be executed. For loop lo ఉన్న statement ఏంది, ఒకటే ఉంది. printf అనే స్టేట్మెంట్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఆ స్టేట్మెంట్ కి వెళ్ళకుండా డైరెక్ట్ గా ఫర్ లూప్ నుంచి బయటకు వచ్చేస్తుంది. అందుకే మనకు వాల్యూస్ ఎక్కడ ప్రింట్ అవుతాయి, అప్ టు 10 అని ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. సో దిస్ ఈస్ అబౌట్ ఫర్ లూప్. ఓకే
Sir, instead of printing that int I semicolon, if I give int I equals to 1,
where
then here after flower braces, void main after that in the down before
yeah.
previous screen.
Yeah. Int I is equals to
I equals to 1.
Okay.
If I give I equals to 1 there in initialization, then what will happen?
It will check for this one only. And here again, you are going to use the I value. Here we are giving the value 1 also. So it automatically takes this value, not this value. So that's why I omitted that condition, that initialization part. Okay. Now let's see. Now let's see the program. What is this program? For loop, no? Yeah, this is the program. See here, no warnings and no errors. Control F9, and it is showing the result. Okay, same output for all the programs you are doing on same table, one table, same output you are going to get. But your implementation is different. For loop is different, do while and while loop. These are the 3 looping statements in C language. Okay. Is that okay? So do while and for loop. These are the 3 looping statements. And coming to the next topic. So what is the next topic? Functions. This is the most important thing. C functions. Okay. So what is the use of functions? Advantages of functions. Already told you. What are the advantages of C functions? We can avoid rewriting the same logic, and the code can be used in the program again and again, any number of times. Okay, you can call the functions from any place in the program. Okay, mainly the use of main functions is we are going to divide the program, the large program, into basic building blocks known as functions. See, if the code is a huge code we have, if any bug is there, then how you are going to rectify that bug? If many number of lines are there, for example, 100, 200, thousands of lines are there. So in order to rectify that bug, are you able to do that very easily? We cannot do. For example, if you divide the program into small building blocks, small blocks, then you can easily find out the bug, no? Okay, see, if I'm going to give one task, you need to prepare your record in 1 hour. Okay. So you have 50 programs, right? So in 1 hour, are you going to write the 50 programs at a time?
No, sir.
No. So what is the main task here? So you will give some programs to your friends. Okay, you'll give the paper and pen to him and ask him to write the programs. So one person will write the 10 programs, another person will write the 10 programs, and another
person will be easy to submit it in 1 hour.
Yeah.
We have to divide the work.
Yes, very good. That is the correct answer. I was looking for. That is the correct answer. So a large program can be divided into basic building blocks known as functions. So what is the main use of functions? In order to rectify the errors that are present in the function. So large programs, it is mainly helpful for large programs. Okay. That is nothing but a function contains the set of programming statements enclosed by opening flower brace and closing flower brace. You already know. For main functions also, we are using the opening flower brace and closing flower brace. For any function, you are using that symbols. So what is the advantage? We can avoid rewriting the same logic, okay, again and again in the program. We can call C functions any number of times in a program from any place, okay. We can track, this is the most important line, okay. This is the most important line. That's why I'm giving it as bold letters. So what is that? We can track a large C program easily when it is divided into multiple functions, okay. You can track a large C program easily when it is divided into multiple functions. Next, reusability is the main achievement of C functions. What do you mean by reusability? Reusability means using the same function again and again. Yeah. Whenever you want that function, you can call that function, you can use that code and just leave that function. Okay. So these are the advantages of the functions in C. So what are the aspects actually? You need to know about the aspects that are present in a function. So that is divided into 3 aspects. Okay, what is the 3 aspects? First one is function declaration. Second one is function call. And the third one is function definition. These three are the most important things for every function. Okay. Normal, if you want to use a variable in your program, what is the first thing you're going to do? You need to declare that variable in your program. Then only you can use that variable in your program, right? In the same way, if you want to use any function in a program, what is the first step you need to do? You need to declare that function. Okay, you have some code in that function. First of all, you need to declare that function. Then after declaring the function, when you want to use that function, you need to call that function. Okay, declaration part, then calling the function, then function definition. So what is the difference between the function call and the function definition? So function call is nothing but we are calling that function to execute. Okay, but what is function definition and function declaration? In function declaration, we don't have any code. Okay, only the prototype of the function is present, but not the actual code. What you want to do with that function, that code does not exist there in function declaration. Is that clear? Code అనేది దాంట్లో ఉండదు, ఓన్లీ దాని యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్ ఒకటే ఉంటుంది. ఫంక్షన్ యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్ జస్ట్ దాంట్లో డేటా టైప్స్ ఏంటి అంటే మీన్స్ పారామీటర్స్ ఉన్నాయా లేవా అనేది ఒకటి చూసుకుంటుంది. దట్స్ ఇట్. దాని యొక్క డెఫినిషన్, ఫంక్షన్ యొక్క డెఫినిషన్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో దాంట్లో యాక్చువల్ కోడ్ అనేది ప్రెజెంట్ అయి ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా? ఈ టూ డిఫరెన్స్ మీకు అర్థం అవ్వాలి ఖచ్చితంగా. ఫంక్షన్ డిక్లరేషన్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఓన్లీ డిక్లేరింగ్ ద ఫంక్షన్ ఇన్ యువర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. ఇట్ డజంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ కోడ్. ఓకే, the whole code of the function resides in the function definition only. The main code what you want to implement by using that function, that code is present in that function definition. See here, a function, first function declaration, a function must be declared globally in a C program to tell the compiler about the function name, function parameters, and the return type. We can have the function name, right? Without function name, we are not going to call a function. Is that clear? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
If I want to call a person, I should know his name, no? Without knowing the name, I cannot call him. Next, function parameters. Function parameters means any values we are passing to that function or not. Then the return type. Return type of the function is also important. Some functions have return type. Some functions doesn't have any return type. Okay, we are going to see those topics also. So these are the most important things in the function declaration. What is it? Function name, function parameters, and the return type of the function. These are the blocks. These are the basic blocks of a function declaration. Then let's come to function definition. We can see this later. Next, come to function definition. There is a link between the function declaration and function definition. Okay, so this is the declaration part is over. Function declaration is over. Next one is function definition. It contains the actual statements which are to be executed. Just now I told you what are the statements that you want to execute in your program by using the function. Those statements must be present in that function definition. Okay, it is the most important aspect to which the control comes when the function is called. See, when the function is called, automatically what are the statements are there in that function should be executed, right? Here, we must notice that only one value can be returned from the function. This is the important point. Only one value we are going to return. Okay, I'm giving it in bold characters. Okay, here we must notice that only one value can be returned from the function. Right. Next, function call. We have the function declaration is over, function definition over. But what is the use? We need to call that function in order to execute all the statements that are present in that function. No, that is the main use of functions. So after these things, that the third one is function call. Function call is the most important. If you want to call that function, you are not going to execute the function. Okay, so function calling is very important. Without calling the function, you are not going to execute that particular function. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is a function call? So function can be called from anywhere in the program. The parameter list must not differ in function calling and function declaration. Right. See here, the parameters also play the most important role. In the declaration part, if you give only 2 parameters, in the definition also, you must give only 2 parameters, 2 values only. Okay. For example, in the declaration, you got only 1 parameter or 1 variable. But in the function definition, you have 2 values. That is not acceptable. Okay. That is not acceptable. So function declaration law, in how many parameters you are giving, same parameters, number of parameters must be available in the function definition. Okay. So this is about function declaration, function call, and function definition. Right. Next, see here, syntax is there. For function declaration, this is the syntax. What is that? Return type. After the return type, you have the function name and the argument list. Here, argument means you can give any number of arguments, like parameters. For example, 3 parameters or 4 or 2 or any number of parameters. That depends upon your requirement. But function name is important, and the same way return type also important. So everything, the return type, the function name, and the argument lists are very important for both the function declaration and the function definition. Is it clear? Right. Next, see a function definition. We have the same things. Return type is there, function name is there, argument list is there, and one more extra is there. That is nothing but the
Function body.
Sir, not getting the voice.
Sir,
Sir, we are unable to hear you.
select